What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. Hey, we're going up on this channel and it's all because of you and I'm humbled. And for that I say gracias, man. Thank you. Whopping, Holmes. Part 7, Super Norteno, my primo, asked me for a big paro, a big favor, man. Hey, Prims, hey, look, because the way it works, right, is I need a favor, Holmes, right? You need a favor? What about all the times I was locked up and I needed $10? I needed a favor. Yeah, but your favors are different because yours are non-active favors. Mine are active favors, so that means my favors come first, right? My primo always had an excuse why he came primera. He was first and foremost, him and his fat bitch, and everyone else was after. Go figure, right? But because I have a big heart, because my heart bleeds red, like a Norteno said, right? Of course, you know, I always looked out for him. The little primo, man, you always got to have love, man, especially when they're not quite all there, but they're there. So it is what it is. So this is where the story starts. So we're all chilling at my primo's house, right? His cousin from his other side of his family. And his primo, if you think he's bad, this motherfucker's off the hook. This one's a lightweight Norteno too, but lives a different type of lifestyle, man. Not really actively out there in the streets. Not even from a barrio as well, just kind of there. He grew his hair long, so he started banging Norte. I guess that's the way he rocked. But he was always into some zuzus and some wham-whams at his pad. He had a nice little pad. He was well taken care of by his jefita, man. He was a spoiled brat. So I used to like to go over there and steal shit. He always had like little gold coins, little things laying around and says, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, what he doesn't see won't hurt him. You know, so I was coming up at all times. Always was aware of my surroundings. So this guy had got a new gun, a new 22 rifle. True facts, this is what happened, right? And Mugre came with us. So we rode over there. And when we got over there, right, his chick, my cousin's chick, finding a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Now, she would have gave me a taste. I would have went there, right? She answers the door, lingerie down, looking spectacular. Oh, let me put on some shorts. I didn't know you guys were coming. His primo's like, you fucking knew they were coming. I don't know why you always do that. She's looking right at my chorra. I'm like, she knows why she does that. Anyway, she goes to get dressed and Big Mugre walks in. I'm hungry. What do you have to eat? And even my primo's primo knows what time it is, right? And so he's like, hey, don't trip. We're going to order pizza. The fucking clumps are coming over. Now, I have family members that we call the clumps, right? They're not my family members. They're his family members, but they're the clumps. And when I say the clumps, if you ever seen the movie, then you know what I'm talking about. Dr. Whatever, Do Whatever It Is with Eddie Murphy. Missing Nasty Time. It's the clumps, right? So my cousin's like, hey, let's go halves. The other primo's like, let's go halves. And I don't know how halves divided into me paying the majority, but that's usually the way it worked out, right? We ordered like 12 pizzas. The clumps came over. It was a family affair, man. They smacked. I didn't get one piece. By the time I went to the bathroom and came back, pizza's mysteriously gone, right? So my primo's sitting there dancing because they're bumping music. He's doing his fucking thing. His fat chick is over there. They're fucking grinding and humping. And everyone starts to leave after the pizza was gone, which was pretty fast, right? And as they start to leave, my primo's like, hey, fool, trip out. Let's play this fucking game. I got the new PlayStation or whatever. This was back in the days when PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 was popping. It just came out, right? So we're tripping out on a game and we're doing family game night. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of active Norteños in a dropout. How does that work out, right? 2 active Norteños and a Dio walk into a building, right? And all of a sudden they start playing fucking Guitar Hero. This is just how it was. And anyways, the fat chick sitting there fucking just sinking into the couch. The fucking other primo's old lady sitting there with her legs crossed, just fucking pussy moist as fuck, looking at me, right? And I can't help but look back. So somehow along the lines, we gravitated from the living room to the backyard. And we're all faded, man. We've been drinking. We're having a good time. It was a good day, right? My primo's not too super active today. And all of a sudden, his cousin's like, hey, bro, I got a new cuete. You guys want to see it? It's a 22 rifle. Oh, yeah, Mr. Hunter, man, right? So he brings out this old rusted 22 rifle that he just copped from the tweaker 3 houses down. And he's like, hey, this motherfucker goes. I haven't shot it yet. Let's shoot it. Now, he lives within the Merced city limits at this point in time. You don't just shoot fucking weapons unless you're shooting at somebody, right? And I tell him that. I'm like, hey, bro, you just can't fucking shoot target practice in your backyard, bro. You got neighbors. There's Asians that live right over there. You're going to fuck around and hit a little Asian kid or something, right? I don't want to be a part of that because, see, the way my activities work is I'm not active. So I can't actively fucking participate in that. He's like, fucking stop tripping, bro. When you were fucking active, you were down. You'll shoot anywhere. Now all of a sudden you can't be around guns. I'm on parole, son of a bitch. No, I can't, right? Anyways, somewhere along the line, he pumps my primo up and fucking Sheila into fucking playing target practice, right? Literally, Sheila's down. She's like, that fucking gun ain't shit. That's a 22. It's not like my 4.5. You know what I mean? Where is your 4.5, girl? You know, I'm trying to see what it'd be like. You always talk about this 4.5, but where's it at? So we pump her up. Well, I'm not going to say me. No statute of limitations on this shit, I guess. But she gets pumped up to be the target, right? To hold the can. While she's holding the can, mysteriously the gun shoots that way when it was supposed to go that way and hits her right fucking through the hand. To this day, she has a scar. You can see right through that motherfucker, right? Boom! Hits her, she falls out. My cousin's like, what happened, Holmes? He runs over there real quick, right? Like, oh shit, right? Fuck, bro, she's not gonna be able to fucking braid my Mongolian anymore. His cousin's like, hey, this never happened. Don't tell my old lady, she's gonna freak out, right? So we pick her up, take her to the hospital. I drop their asses off. I don't know what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do. My cousin's like, hey, what am I gonna say? Just say you're a gang member and they try to shoot at you, right? He's like, who should I say? I don't want to be, I'm not a snitch. I don't get down like that. I don't know what the fuck you're going to say, but you need to get the fuck off my car while you're doing it, right? So I go home and I sleep a good one off. It's all good. And I have fucking dreams about my primo's old lady. Now, the next day I get a phone call from my primo and I say, is your fucking chick all right? Is Sheila cool? And he was like, oh yeah, she's stuffing her face with fucking Burger King as we speak. She's all right. She got a bandage wrapped in. I said, well, what'd they say, bro? Were they tripping? He said, no, I just say a black dude shot at us. I said, why you guys always blame it on black people? Because they do that shit, right? And so, whatever, man. Whatever he told him, it worked. And I can hear my tia screaming in the background. So he's like, come through, Primo. I'm getting tired of my mom, man. My old lady's hurt. Shit, we can't fucking watch the kids. And my mom doesn't want to participate. Come help me out, right? Do me a paro. All right, cool. So I slide through. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, right? My tia is not going to respect anything I have to ever say in life, right? But I slide through. When I come in, I can hear my tia at the top of her lungs. I don't give a fuck if that fat bitch got shot in her fucking forehead. She needs to change that baby's diaper. It smells like shit in this house. Hey, mijo, there's beans on the fucking... And there's tortillas right there by the comadre. Just warm them up. Like, nah, it smells like shit in here. You know, beans and shit just don't mix. I'm cool. And she was like, sit down because I need to talk to you too. What the fuck happened to this fat fucking nasty bitch? She got shot in the hand? A drive-by shooting, they said the negro shot her. I don't know what happened. I was thinking about negros and my stomach, I started to burp. What's going on here, right? And I was like, hey, I don't know. I wasn't there. He said you were there. You fucking snitch. I thought you were active, fool. No, fool, I didn't say it like that. I did say it like that, but I didn't mean it. So they start to argue and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And Sheila starts to get involved in it. And when Sheila gets involved in it, my tia backhands the fuck out of her. Bam! Now, I've seen them argue. I've seen them go fucking teta to teta, nipples rubbing each other, but I've never, ever in my life seen my tia strike Sheila, right? And she hit her, she cupped it, right? Boom! When she smacked Sheila, Sheila was like, and I know Sheila's down. She's with the business. Like I said, she's no punk. And I could see red flash. She was redder than my Chicago Bulls sweater, right? She went fucking mad, right? And she tried to rush and my primo jumped up and he hit her with the fucking elbow. Tiger elbow cut, right? Straight to the throat. She fell backwards. My primo's like, you're not going to hit my jefita. That's what's not going to happen. And my tia fucking grabs him by his Mongolian and pulls him back. And she's like, listen here, you little fucker, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. You and fucking Reggie get the fuck out of my pad. That's it, right? So I'm like, fuck this. I go outside to smoke a frajo. And I can still hear him screaming and arguing. And I'm like, oh, no. This is bad. This is real bad, right? So my primo comes out with tears in his eyes. This is so bonded my Mongolian shit. That's disrespect. She disrespected the Norte. I said, nah, bro, you can't fucking, why'd your lady do that? Get all crazy and shit. He's like, oh, fucking fat bitch, she got shot. She thinks she runs the world, right? I'm like, look, hey, you guys might I'll help you out, bro. You get a little hotel room for a couple days or something. Get the fuck away from your jefita because your jefita's going off, bro. Hey, when she starts talking about she's not able to walk around butt naked like she likes and shit, you know shit's getting serious, right? So my primo's like, hey, do me a paro. I know you ain't never did nothing for me. Now you never did nothing for you when you were locked up. Who bought your phone? Who sent you money? What'd you ever do for me? Well, you're a dropout. I can't, because the way that's red with red on red. I don't know how it goes, but I know I'm not so. The homies told me, fuck you, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. Look, what can I do for you, man? I can only do so much, right? Now, at this time, I'm not going to lie. Me and my baby's mom were just getting back together. We were in a good place. We were in a good space. I mean, not too good of a space where I wouldn't got my chorra sucked by any torta that wanted to, but we were getting there, right? We were working on ourselves. And he's like, Primo, let us stay with you for a few days just till my mom cools down in the yard. You know, she didn't call me back. She misses me and shit, which is truth, man. You know, there's been times where he's had to wiggle places, and then my tia would call me. She's like, go pick my son up because I'm scared. I'm scared someone's going to beat the fucking holy shit out of him, right? I said, why do you want me to bring him here so you can beat hey, I brought him into this world. I'll take him the fuck out. I don't care if he's a cholo or a norteño or even a sureño. Don't say that, Mom! Okay, you know what I mean. So I'm like, all right, let me go pick him up. And so I've done that before. So in this case, he's like, hey, Primo, let me just stay with you for a few days. Now the adventure is going to begin. Okay? So I tried every single excuse in the book. Nah, bro, because my old lady, we're just getting back together. And he's like, fuck that, that's your house, Primo. I thought you were with the business. I'm not with the business anymore, remember? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's blood's better, thicker than water. I said, no, blood is not better than water. I mean, I don't know if unless you're a fucking vampire. It is thicker, though. He's like, just let us stay with you. I said, what do you mean, us? You and Mugre? He was like, I can't leave her, bro. She just got shot. Have a heart, right? I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm like, let me get at my old lady. So I call her. I'm like, hey, I need a big fucking favor. She's like, what? I said, hey, my primo needs a place to stay. My tia's tripping. She was like, that's on you. If you want to bring that dirty motherfucker, he's always looking at my ass. That's on you, right? I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you don't even really got too much of an ass. Now, if you were saying he was looking at your titties, I'd kind of be upset. But your ass, the way your ass works, right? It goes this way, not that way. So it's like this and like that and like this. And I don't care, right? And she's like, well, that's on you. And I said, hey, and Sheila too. Fuck no. No Sheila. Now, you got to understand, my baby's mom and Sheila have boxed before. Literally. My baby's mom still has a black eye to this day from Sheila. Scarred her shit up, right? So she's like, no, I don't like that bitch. She stinks. She smells. She's a fucking whore. I'm like, oh, shit, right? And I go, well, look, they're just going to come and that's that. Well, I'm leaving to my jefita's house then. Well, then do what you got to do. Go, right? Knowing damn well she ain't going to go nowhere, right? So, of course, come on. They start packing all their shit. I'm literally in a car like this with my fucking head pressed through the windshield because they're fucking getting in. My primo's like, hey, Sheila's going to sit on my lap. Don't worry, we're going to fit. She's going to sit on your fucking lap? Wait up, we already have one injured person in this car. We don't need two. You're going to have a broken dick and a hip, and she's going to have a shot out hand, man. Hey, and what's up with all your kids? Well, see, Primo, that's another thing I was going to ask you. Fuck no. We're going to go to the nearest fucking motel, probably roach infested. I'm going to pay $30 for a week, and you're there, bro, because I ain't taking all these kids. He's like, well, let's just drop them off at her jefa's house then, right? And I go, hey, why don't I drop all you motherfuckers off at her jefa's house? No, because see, we're not even supposed to be together because the restraining order said, fuck, right? Come on, man. So the fool jumps in the whip. They all jump in. She's literally, my head is pressed to the fucking windshield. And I'm like, I'm driving like that. And I'm like this. I'm dipping because we're riding heavy, right? Literally. And we got a bunch of kids in car seats in the back with fucking diapers and shit piled up to the fucking top of the fucking ceiling of my fucking car. And I'm like, oh, my transmission is slipping, but I ain't tripping. I'll slip the shit for 24. Then that West Side G dipping. The methods of the hustler keep these bitches ghettos. I'm on my Mr. Key shit, right? I'm trying to bump, but I don't know which dial I'm touching. So anyways, we get to fucking her jefa's pad. She gets off and I tell my primo, let's just go, fool. Leave her, right? She's taking the kids off and her mom's screaming at her and I could hear her mom. And her mom is a white lady. She's half white, half Mexicana, right? And her mom is white and she's like, I don't got no fucking room for all these damn kids. I'm tired of you. You're a whore. And I was like, damn, she's been a whore. She's been called a whore 3 times already today. 3 strikes, that fat bitch is out, right? So she comes waddling back and she's like, hey, my mom says you could stay, right? And I'm like, there you go, Primo, right? Got you. He's like, no, because I don't feel comfortable here. Prims, come on, man, don't do me like that. And I felt bad for him because I understood, man. You know, he gets yelled at, screamed at, and he always gets locked up every time he's at his fucking mother-in-law's pad. So I'm like, get in, man. Come on, Moogs. So the fat bitch jumps in and we peel out. And so we get to my pad and I go, okay, don't breathe heavy. Sheila, just fucking try to be quiet because I got to explain this to my baby's mom how this is going to work out, right? So we walk in and my baby's mom throws the remote on the couch and gets up and walks to the room. My primo's just bringing shit in, all sweaty and shit. Looks like he's all spun out. Hey, fools, it all right? We just set up right here. I'm going to put my poster up. You brought your fucking poster? Yeah, because on the north side, this is... Hey, Primo, don't get mad at me because I'm still real. Don't get mad at me because I'm still with the shit, right? I'm like, and my chick's like, come here. Get your fucking ass over here, right? Grab your ear. I'm like, what? Grab your ear. And she pulls my arm. Get over here, right? How long are they going to stay? I said, just for like 3 days. So why is he fucking putting up posters in my house? Hey, Primo, you got a hammer? Oh, fuck, right? He wants to nail shit to my wall. And my chick is like, look, I don't want to hear no bullshit. They're going to pay for their own food. Our food stamps are low, so you already know what it is. I said, no, but she got a gang kiss. She got a big old food. She got a food stamp card, right? We're good. So that kind of like eases the tension. My chick is like, for reals? Shit, tell him crab on them. I said, all right, look, we're going to be good. And she was like, how are we going to get ours at night? You know your cousin, he's a maniaco. He'll be walking back and forth to the bathroom. Every time he's here, he'll be trying to look through the crack in the door. I said, well, I let him. If he likes to see chorra, he likes to see chorra. It's on him. And she goes, and they better not be fucking in my living room, right? I said, oh, well, you know, that's a given. It's once you start smelling ruffles, you know what time it is. So she does like, hey, what's up, girl? And my baby's mom comes out of the room and she fucking put on some big ass baggy sweats so that my cousin don't look at her ass, right? She comes out and she's like, what's up? You guys hungry? And Sheila goes, oh, of course, right? Of course. And my chick is like, yeah, well, maybe me and you, Sheila, could jam. My chick has her own car, right? And we can go shopping and we can use your food stamp card, right? So they leave. How they're going to get along and what they're going to get into, I don't know, right? I'm just hoping that my baby's mom knows enough and buys enough because this chick can fucking eat. And so I'm kicking back with my primo and I throw the TV on and he's like, damn, Primo, you got cable y todo. Fuck, we're on, bro. We're on. We're really living. Yeah, this is fucking active right here, bro. I mean, you're not, but this is, right? I'm like, listen, bro. You got to be quiet, bro. You got to respect the pad. I got neighbors and shit, you know? What is that? My primo says, what is that? Those are roaches. Sometimes they fall out of the sky, but it's all right. At least there's no holes in my floors. He's like, there's going to be tonight, and I'm going to fuck it off on the couch, right there from the couch. I'm going to fuck her right here. I'm like, hey. He's like, you don't understand. Me and her, we get all maniacal when it fucking comes to a new place. I said, look, bro, you've been here before. You know what it is. Just please respect my couch, bro. You know how long it took my baby's mom to clean the nut off last time? He's like, no, don't trip. I got it. I'll clean it up. I promise. I'm like, so you're saying you're going to fucking nut on my couch? He said, I mean, sometimes it falls out because she got a lot of creases. Whatever, right? So I do in the bottle. They're there. She comes back. And to be quietly as it's kept, it was actually cool. They stood for a month. Okay? For a fucking month till my baby's mom finally said, hey, are these fuckers ever going to leave? We are out of our food stamps. We are out of their food stamps. What are we going to do? Right? I was like, relax. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure it out. Hopefully. And I told my primo, hey, bro, hey, have you talked to your jefita yet? And he goes, nah, can you talk to her for me? And I said, yeah. So I call my thing and she's like, no, leave that fat fuck and that skinny, ugly fucker where they're at. They want to be gangbanging. They want to fuck all over the house. Leave them. I said, no, but that's the way it works. I can't leave them. Do you understand? I'm trying to leave them with you. No, don't bring them back, mijo, because I've been having the time of my life. Do you understand how I'm wore out right now? We can't even talk on the phone. Talk to me face to face. So I tell him, hey, man, your mom's still tripping, fool. And he's like, Dad, just, hey, give us a little while longer. Pretty much everything's right. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we like it right here at your pad. And we haven't even dirtied the place. So you know, well, quietly as it's kept, it has, man. In between this whole month she's there, they went and brought their kids over here, you know, back and forth. There's dirty diapers. There's a fucking dirty diaper somewhere because I could smell it, but I didn't know to what degree it was at, right? So my primo's like, hey, fuck this, eh? Let's go to my jefa's house and talk to her. If I talk to her, I just give her a hug and shit, we'll be all right. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Because he got to go. My baby's mom's threatening to leave me, take my kid, put me in a restraining order and child support, all kinds of shit, right? I'm going through the motions for this fucking favor. And I feel like he's overstayed his welcome. I mean, I'm tired of hearing the same song over and again. You know, black and brown and putting game down in. Okay, I'm tired of it. 17 Reasons is a cool fucking mixtape, but fuck, bro. I feel like Gotos is living right here. So this fool's like, all right, let's go. So we go to his jefa's house. And I'm not going to lie. All my family's telling me, why don't you leave this motherfucker where you found him? Because best believe my baby's mom kicks it with all my primas and she's telling them all the cheeseman, all the bullshit. And that fat bitch ate all the fucking Oreo cereal. All of it, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck, right? Not the Oreo cereal. It's just getting bad. right? And Sheila, I can only understand how she feels. She's fat, she's, sweaty, and she stinks, and obviously no one really cares for her. But no one says anything because they're scared she'll beat them up, which she probably would. So at this point, we go to my tia's house, right? We leave Sheila with my baby's mom, which my baby's mom's looking at me like, don't leave me alone. I'm like, me la pela. We cruise off. And my primo's like, hey, fool, I know where some chicks live. Let's go stop with some chicks real quick. I'm like, are they bad? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, fuck it then. Whop it. Let's go, right? So we go kick it. It's one cool, decent chick. She's not on my primo on me or nothing. She has a black old man. She's like, what are you guys here for, right? My primo's like, hey, remember that one time when we were macking and shit? She was like, yeah, one time when we were fucking 20 years ago, fool. I'm cool, right? And I'm like, hey, fool, you acted like you knew these chicks like they were down. There's one chick here. I'm sitting in the car like, hurry up, fool. He's like, let me get a kiss. Let me get a kiss. She's like, fuck you. You and your fucking chueco ass Mongolian. Get out of here, right? And so fucking we jam. I'm like, what was that all about, bro? There was nothing there for me. He said, I didn't say for you. I said for me. Fool. I said, you know what I'm saying? I know a couple chicks. I said, that wasn't a couple. That was one little ass chick. He said, shit, bro. One night she was a couple crazy chicks. Believe me. So anyways, we get to my tia's house. And as soon as we get there, my tia's like, what the fuck did you bring him here for? No, I don't like him. I stopped liking him the day he was born, but I was obligated. My obligations went out the window. When you took him, take him. And I was like, hey, tia, he's fucking my relationship up. He's fucking everything up. It's time. The time is now. His room's just sitting there. No. I turned it into a jig. Go look at his fucking room. Hey, the mattress was up against the wall. He doesn't have like a bed frame. He has one of those metal ones that you can take apart with the rollers. They be fucking on the bed. It'd be rolling all the way across when they're fucking, right? Hey, it's all against the wall. And she has one of those ellipticals, the ones that you do this, in the middle right there with his beat up ass crack TV, his clear fucking jailhouse TV. And it's got Maury on it. My tia's like, look, this is what I do. I just get butt naked in the morning and I do this because it's keeping my kitties erect, right? I'm like, oh no. She's like, it's a gym. Ain't no fucking gym. It's a dirty ass room, roach infested room with a elliptical in the middle of it. That's all it is. Mijo, and I'm going to put a weight set right there so I can get my traps. Look at my traps. Like, no, I don't want to look at your traps at this point. Because my ball strap, my bra strap, one of them, your ball strap. No, my bra strap. You know what I'm saying? It slips. So I got to get my traps up. My trap game up to par. So my primo's begging his mom, please, ma, he's kissing all on her. Mom, come on, man. You don't understand, man. I'm going to be homeless. Motherfucker, we're all homeless. This is not a home. It's a house, but not a home. It hasn't been a home since your dad left me for that black bitch, right? I'm like, oh shit. They start getting deep. Well, eventually she says, yes, he can come back, right? But there's conditions now. Sheila can't live there anymore. She can only stay on the weekend. She could be a weekend warrior or a weekend hoyer. Whatever the fuck it is, right? So I'm like, look, my tia's like, these are the rules of my house. I don't want that fat bitch here forever. She eats everything in sight. I'm good. Mira, I'm running a home here, a house, not the fucking NFL. Okay, this ain't the fucking Raiders here. And I'm like, look, tia, that's your business. Can I just bring his shit? Go ahead, mijo, bring his shit. Bring that fat torta because I'm telling you right now, I'll break her fucking teeth. I'm like, okay, cool. I tell my primos, just stay here, man. He's like, no, because I have to help. And plus, I want to stop by that bitch's house again. She told me she'll give me a kid. Look, stay right there before I'm gone. So I go pick Sheila up. Come on. I walk in the house. My chick is happy as soon as she sees me like, right? I'm like, come on, Sheila, start gathering the shit up. Help me, fool. Fuck you, right? That's your shit. That's all. Hey, and there's a dirty diaper around this motherfucker. I'm telling you, I smell it. It's either that or a wet Kotex. Whatever it is, get it the fuck up out of my pad, right? Man, that was the happiest time, and I ain't gonna lie. Sheila had all this shit packed in, and why did she have to sit right against my hip? Why do I feel a hand like P. Diddy was trying to rub on Mike Tyson's fucking leg against my shit? The whole time she's rubbing on my shit. She's like, I always knew I chose the wrong cousin. And I said, yeah, bitch, you're choosing the wrong one right now, too. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm different from him. What's the difference? I know there's a difference. That's what I'm trying to find out. And I said, the difference is, bitch, you're going to find out right now. You're actually going to be walking. That's the difference, right? I drop her off. My tia looks at her and goes, right? And does her shit. And it's whatever, man. So my cousin has lived with me from time to time. Someone asked me, they were like, hey, did your primo ever live with you? He did. That was the only time that was a fucking disaster. It wasn't that bad, but it did smell like tartar sauce around that camp. You know, hey, I swear to God, my baby's mom's brother came over and he was like, damn, you guys are fucking making a shrimp cocktail in this motherfucker? I said, no. And that fat chick just looked at him and she goes, oh shit, right? And he looked at her and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted no smoke with Sheila, and that's just the way it was. Hey, needless to say, my primo was all happy back at his mom's, and to this day, that's where they still at. The same spot, same room, same bed, more kids, and the beat goes on like a whisper song. With that being said, that's the big bottle my cousin asked me for. He's like, hey, man, can I stay with you? And I let him stay with me. And it was what it was, man. With that being, oh, and her hand healed. She does have a big-ass fucking scar right here. But at the same time, man, I can't believe she got shot and just took it like a... Hey, she took it like a G, too. When my primo's primo shot her, bah! That bitch went like that. Boom! I didn't drop the can. I didn't drop the can. No, bitch, but you dropped the finger. You know what I mean? Straight up. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, part 8 is tomorrow. And oh my God, it gets real tricky because we had to put in some work on the neighbors. Let's just get to it, right? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and actually truly believe in, man. And it's the betterment of all people. You know, some dude got at me earlier. He said, damn, Gun, why don't you go in on the Southsiders? Why don't you show love? Or, hey, look it, bro. I don't choose no sides, bro. Real is real. I come from an era where Norteno kept himself correct, bro, and carried himself to a certain standard. Do you understand? That's all I know. So when I see the North and South, going back and forth on the internet and arguing shit, bro, I ain't with that program, man. I'm not going to choose any side, bro. I'm going to choose the brown side, and that's what it is. Bang, bang.